Hey Royals, this is Mademoiselle Mosley again. I hope everybody is doing fine. Um, you always hear something about people say that, oh, you're strong. To me, strong means that you were strong enough not to fall to your weakness. Oh, yes, you were strong enough not to fall to your weakness. Because we're weak about a lot of things, but you're only weak when you fall into those things. Things are always presented to us to make us strong, not to fall to our weakness. Just like when you go to the gym, you weak when you come in, and by the time you get to doing your um, barbells or whatever it is that you use to strengthen yourself, you become strong to what you were weak to at first. Because you didn't fall to it, you used it to create the strength. Guess who's coming to dinner? Oh my goodness. Guess who's coming to dinner? And when I say that, it's like when you invite one, you feed many. When you invite one, you feed many. You feed everybody whom that person has sat with at a table before they sat with you. You invite one, but you feed many. Because when you start to have a relationship with this person, everybody whom they had a relationship with is at the table too. You might have a table for two, and it'd be 30 people sitting at the table in the spiritual aspect, because a person's going to take on the view of all those people that have come in contact with on you. So you got to guess who's coming to dinner. You sitting there and they're not really engaging with you. They're trying to think about, well, who you is because what you went through the last time and who did what. That right there means you ain't healed yet. That means you're not fully engaging with the individual. Like I said, you invited one, but you're feeding many. That's why I always push the point to heal. You don't want to have one person sitting across from you and you feeding 30 people. That means you're going to pay more than you anticipated. And like I said, there's so many that sit in that place where you sit. But the difference is that you are aware of everyone that's there. You have to be aware of everyone that's sitting there. And most people aren't. They think because it's you and them, you and her, you and him, that that's all that's at the table. That's why when people have more than one lover, you cannot fully learn one individual by splitting your mindset with multiple ones. That's why a lot of people have spiritual bipolarism. It's because they do all this conjuring and underhanded, and they over here and then they go over there and they're saying that they're there and they're not there. They're supposed to be at work, but they're on the other side of town laying down, and all that stuff causes you to have multiple personality disorder. Then you're going to have trust issues because you can't truly trust yourself. lessen on anybody else. And see, after being there, like myself, after being there for everyone else, and now you're making sure that you're okay at the point of your life, people want to call you selfish because you're there for yourself. And, God will bless you and give you a word, and you'll give it to somebody, and they want to call you crazy because they have not yet found their mindset in a place to accept the word that is given. But I say this, that if it is true what the prophet said, if it is true what the word of God, what the word that God has given that person, it's going to happen. It's going to come out just like they said. Then who's crazy? Sometimes it's a forewarning to keep you from going and doing what it is that this person is telling you that you don't quite see that's going on in your life at this point in this time. That's why you don't get it. That's, oh, they crazy. They don't even know me. They come up here saying this. And then when it comes into fruition, who's crazy? So, like I said, and when you speak into people's lives and you have this insight and you speak to them and you tell them stuff, they don't even thank you for the insight. They don't even understand what it took for you to come and to say what it is that you were told to say to them, to give them the word that you was told to give to them so that they can make a better choice or know that it's a choice that need to be made. That you were on the path that they were on and you just happened to come by them and say what need to be said, or come in contact with them and give them the key to a door that they've been trying to unlock. But instead of them opening the door for you, they want to block. They want to block you. They want to block you. That's crazy to me. I don't understand the disrespect. I don't understand it. Like I said, you don't think about it as a stranger that comes up to you and fulfill a part of your life that other people that's been around you all of your life have never fulfilled. That is not a coincidence. That somebody has the answer or the solution to a problem that they didn't create. But some of y'all get it late. Yeah, it's okay. And sometimes people in your family don't care enough to give you the solution. Because if you get the solution, they wouldn't be able to feed off of you like they do. And some people will feed your ego so that you'll think more of yourself than you really are, so they can go ahead and do what they're going to do to you. And your head is so big that you can't even see the view. Your head's so big, you can't even see what they're doing behind your back because your head's so blowed up and so big, and it amped you up to think that you the shit. Now they doing all kind of shit behind your back. Now you off track. Now you stunned because you was out having fun. Because you thought you had it intact. And matter of fact, you were under attack. The reason why the reason why I give my straight up view to you, because I want you to make it. I want you to do something different with your life. Because I'm going to tell you the most horrible thing that I think can happen to someone is that after all the things that you've done, all the fun that you've had, and you come to this point in your life where it's the greatest time, where you're the happiest, and when you're happy, your emotions are open and they're blossoming and blooming, and everything is happening just the way you happen. Excuse me, just the way you planned it to happen, and then something bad happens. Because how you got there was not the right way to get there, and what you took from someone to have is now arose at your path. You can't go around it, you can't go under it, and you can't get over it. You're going to have to go through it. Because what you sent that person through, they had to go through. Now it's your turn to stand up to what you did and to think about the things that you do. So I hope that helped y'all. Like, share, and subscribe. And until next time, get it before it gets you. I'm out.